21st of May, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua, Naso.
Levium were counted.
Sorry about that.
The Levium were counted twice. They were counted from the age of a month and upwards, with no apparent limit, upper age limit. It doesn't mention anywhere. The Jews were, the rest of the Bnei Yisrael were counted between 20 and 60. But the Levium were counted from a month upwards till 120, I guess. Okay, which comes out even more amazing that the total number, which was 22,300, was far less than any other Shevet. Okay. And then this is what started in last week's Parsha with the Bnei Kahos, and here's mentioned over here with the Bnei Gershon. They were counted between the ages of 30 and 50. All those who are going to be eligible to work, to contribute to the work of the Mishkan, i.e. by setting it up, by carrying it, and setting it up and dismantling it when necessary. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see Pasuk 23, Meir.
Okay, 23. Miben shloshim shana v'mala ad ben chamishim shana tivkod otam kol haba litzvo tzava v'la'avod avoda v'ohel moed. Okay, so what's from 30 years and up until 50 years, tifkodotam. So you count them, all who come to mitzvah, tzava, to do the service, I guess. No.
Right.
Oh, okay. And v'la'avod avodah.
To do work in the tent of meeting.
Okay. Oh, Be'ohel Moed. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's 20. Oh, there's no
Rashi on that. Let's continue.
Rashi.
24.
Okay, so 24 says, Zot avodat mishpachot hagershuni la'avod u'lama'asah. So, and this is the work of the family of Gershoni, to do the work and carry Masah.
So that's what saying. There's two parts to the Levium, and here this particular the Bnei Gershon was to do the work, meaning to set up the Mishkan when necessary, and to dismantle the Mishkan when necessary. Each one in their respective area of work, and Ulamasa, and also to carry that job they had as well of carrying various parts of the Mishkan, as it's going to be explained in the next passage.
Okay, I have to leave. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Lou, you okay? Take over.
Yeah, I can take over.
Pasuk 25.
25. Okay. The Naso es Arios.
Yerios.
I'm sorry, Yerios. Amishkan, the es Ohel Moed Michsehu, the Michse Hatachash Asher Alav Mil Mala, the es Masach Pesach Ohel Moed.
Okay.
So let's see. They shall carry the panels.
Panels. I'd like to query that translation. Urios are cloth, are the drapes.
Urios are drapes.
Drapes.
Huh, okay.
Drapes.
These were the cloths which were draped over the Mishkan, which covered the Mishkan. It's like a roof.
Right. They shall carry the drapes of the tabernacle and the tent of meeting.
Okay, so now this is an interesting point. It says that like there's a cover, the Chayra, the Mishkan and the Oil Moed are synonymous. So what does it mean? The coverings of the Mishkan and of the Oil Moed. It's much more two different types. Okay, we'll see. Mirseyu, its covering.
Oh, I see. My English says, interesting. My English says they shall carry the panels of the tabernacle spread. Spread referring to drapes, I think.
Right.
They're saying panels of drapes.
I see.
And the tent of meeting spread. So the drapes of the tent of meeting.
Okay, that's interesting because, okay. The panels, so they didn't really carry the panels. The truth is the drapes, the covering of there were actually two sets. There were first a set of drapes made of wool and linen. And then above that, there was another drapes made of goat skin, goat's hair, more precisely. Okay. They were actually, each of the drapes was made of panels, but they were sewn together. So they never had an existence, shall we say, once in function of being panels. Okay, it's just an interesting point. So I translated it just as the drapes of the Mishkan and of the Oil Moed. And as Rashi is going to explain, it refers to two different coverings. Okay, Mirseyu, its covering, which implies a third covering, and the covering of Tachash, which is upon it on top. So this applies, it seems to imply that there were four coverings over the Mishkan. Okay?
The four coverings were the drapes of the tabernacle, the drapes of the tent of meeting, the cover.
Its cover and the Tachash cover on top.
What is it?
We're referring to the Mishkan, the dwelling.
So the covering of the tabernacle and the tent of meeting.
Whatever you want to call it, the structure, the building, its cover. See, I translated it, just 1 second. Yeah. They shall carry the dwelling drapes and the drapes of the tent of meeting, its covering, and the tachash skin covering that is on top of it.
Okay. Too bad we don't have a picture.
I'm not sure I have it here. I'd have it in Shmois.
Okay, so Rashi says, Es Urios Mishkan. And the English says, the panels of the tabernacle spread. That is, Eser Hatachtonos, the 10 lower ones.
So I refer you back, just 1 second. I'm going to get a Chumash. We go back to Parsha's Truma. That's the first case. I mean, it appears a few times in the end of Sefer Shmos. But the first time it's mentioned is in Parsha's Truma. Chapter 26, Shmos, chapter 26, Pasuk 1. Now read that. Mishkan Tasa Esa Urios. And the cover, well, the meaning means it literally means the dwelling itself, but it means the covering of the dwelling you shall make from 10 drapes, made of sheish marsa u'tzchelet v'agamam v'sulah shani. Twined linen and aquamarine, purple and scarlet woolen thread, proving Maaseh Choshev Taseh Esam. Proving means double-sided weaving, Maaseh Choshev Taseh Esam. It was made in a particular way that they had different pictures, even though it was woven. And normally, when you weave something, what design you have on one side appears on the other side as well. Right? But here it was made of a double layer. It was like a doubly laid weave that the picture that appeared on one side did not appear on the other side. In other words, you had one, how do you call it, layer of woven material, which was and another layer, and they were woven together. But the picture on this side was not the same picture as on the other side. Okay, but that's anyway. But Rashi says Yuriyos Hamishkan over here refers to the lower set of 10 drapes, which were made out of a mixture of wool and linen. Okay. Now, next verse. Oyel Moed says, continue, please, Lou.
The tent and the tender meeting spread. That is, Girios Izim. Drapes of goat's hair. Suyos leohel alav, which are made as a tent for the tabernacle. It should say on top, right? Alav is on top.
Right. La'ayel alav to make as a canopy over it. Meaning as a canopy.
My English doesn't say on top, but I'm writing it in.
Let me see how I translated it. Just 1 second.
Maybe because it says tent, it's assuming that you know a tent has to be on top.
Yeah. Hold on.
No, but it says ohel alav for a tent on top.
Right. That's what I'm saying. In the Hebrew, it does mention it.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. We are in Bamidbar. Now we're up to Parshas Naso. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. The drapes of goats are made to spread over it. And I've got a note over here. Rashi uses the terminology of the verse in Shmos 26:7, which is the reason why these drapes are referred to as Oyel Moed. the tent of meeting, because that's the terminology used in Parsha Shmos.
Right. Yeah, I have a similar footnote. Okay,
And it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know exactly the significance of it, but the lower drapes were always called Mishkan, right? They themselves are the Mishkan, whereas the dwelling is considered al Shem, that it has the roof over it, that the covering over it, so it's called Hamishkan. And the drapes of goat's hair, which was the covering on top of it, are called Oyhel, canopy. So that's called the canopy over the Mishkan, which was the lower drapes. Okay?
right. Michsehu, it's covered. That is Oros Elim Mi'adamim. Skins of rams that are dyed red.
Right. The red dyed ram skins.
Right. Masach Pesach. Screen of the entrance. That is Yelon Mizrahi. The curtains of the east. Eastern
Right,
curtains.
the eastern curtain.
Curtains. The eastern
Right. Curtain, right? Which means by the entrance of the Mishkan, which was facing east, okay, so this was the curtain that covered over the entrance. Okay, let's go on to Pasuk Chavov. Oh, by the way, so I was going to point out, I wanted to mention you, there's a machlokas in the Gemara whether there were 3 coverings or 4 coverings. From this pasuk is implied that there are 4.
Right, clearly.
Okay, right. Whereas elsewhere it says that the third covering, which is like made of what Rashi says over here, from the red dyed ram skins, and the tachash skin on top, right? So one opinion is it was half made of ram skins and half made of tachash skins.
Oh.
It was one cover made half of one material and half of the other. However, this pasuk seems to imply there was 2 separate coverings.
Right.
Okay, it's a discussion in the Gemara. Just suffice it to say. Okay, continue, please, Meir. Pasuk Chavov.
Okay. Viet kalei hechatzer yet masach petach sha'ar hechatzer asher al hamishkan yal hamizbeach saviv viet meitrehem viet kol kalei avodatam yet kol asher yeyaseh lahem va'avadu. Va'avadu. Okay. So let's see. Away. It's curtains of the courtyard.
Right?
Okay. The masach.
Well, it's not really curtains. They're actually, I translated it as the crocheted hangings. As Rashi's going to point out.
Oh. Okay. Crochet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and so that's the courtyard, and then the masach is a screen of the entrance,
Right.
of the gate of the courtyard.
Gateway of the courtyard.
Gateway, okay. Which the Mishkan.
Now,
For
so
Mishkan.
this is, literally means which was upon the Mishkan and upon the Mizbeach.
Oh.
Soviv all around.
Okay.
So Rashi is going to dwell on this. What does that mean? Upon the Mishkan.
Ah, okay. And then let's see. yet metrehem, the ropes,
Right.
Okay, and the vessels of their service, and all that they use, I guess, everything that they use, that for their that they serve avadav, that they will serve.
1 second. It's called Kalei Avodosa, means all the vessels, utensils are required for their operation. It's called Asher Yoseh Lohem, right?
Right.
Everything else has been given over to sons of Gershon,
Oh,
Not
so
really.
that they may carry. Thank you. So that they may carry out their service.
that they carry out.
No,
Okay.
it's called Asher Yoseh, anything that they can be done for them, that they may serve.
And that they can serve. Okay, very good. Asher al no, this is Rashi now. Asher al hamishkan, that were on the Mishkan, Klomar, let's just say haklaim b'masach shel chatzer. Okay. Those are the crocheted.
Now, these are the crocheted hangings, which basically made up the enclosure
Okay.
of the courtyard.
And the masach is the screen of the courtyard, I guess.
Right? Now, so Rashi is saying these can be described, even though they are vertical, especially in reference to the Mishkan and to the Mizbeach, that these kloim were not horizontally over the Mishkan or over the Mizbeach. They were vertically facing the Mishkan and the Mizbeach. Nevertheless, says Rashi, you can still use the term al because they acted as a protection for the Mishkan and for the Mizbeach. Since they were enclosure, so they were acting as a protection al hamishkan, for the Mishkan and for the Mizbeach.
Okay.
So anything you say that protects, even in a vertical manner, right, meaning that it protects from the side, that's also can be described as al hamishkan and al hamizbeach. That's what Rashi is saying.
Okay, the al mishbeach hanechoshet too, the silver, the
Right,
copper.
so that's what Rashi is saying. Umegidim al hamishkan the al mizbach hanechoshet sovi. They are protecting. Let me see if I have translated that word. That screen and protect the dwelling and the copper altar all around.
Oh, okay.
That's why he uses the term al. I have a note. I wrote over here, a note over here. Elsewhere, the term al generally means over or close to. Here, however, neither of these definitions apply. Rashi therefore explains that al here indicates the implied use of the verbs sochech and mogen, are generally followed by al as a preposition. So that's what it means, that they acted as a protection. So something that protects, even if it's acting in a frontal form of protection rather than a covering over, nevertheless it's called al.
Okay.
A guard stands on guard in front of the building, but he's mogain al habinyan, right? He's protecting, he's guarding, he guards the building. Is the terminology used in Hebrew is mogain al, right? He's acting as a protection for. Okay, so the term al really means above, but it doesn't have the meaning of above, but rather as for. So as they were acted as a protection for the Mishkan and for the Mizbeach. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do Pasuk Chav Zayin now. Lou.
Chav Zion. Al Pi Aharon Uvanav Tiyeh Kol Avodas B'nei Hagershuni L'chol Masa'am U'L'chol Avodasam Ufekadtem Alehem V'Mishmeres Eis Kol Masa'am. So, according to the word of Aaron and his sons, shall be the work of the children of the Gershonite families. All of their burden and all of their work, you shall charge them with the burden of their work, all
their carrying, all their job of carrying.
They're carrying. Masa'im is carrying.
Masa'am means their burden, literally means. Oh, by the way, I see we missed out a Rashi in the previous pasuk. My apologies to you, Mayor.
Oh.
You have that
Here
pasuk
you've
in
been
Rashi?
shortchanged.
Okay, maybe we should go back and do that right now.
Okay, so it says, let's see. Oh, v'et kol asher ye'aseh lohem. So everything that should be done to them.
Right.
Kitargumo, as the Targum says, v'yat kol the misar lahom. So what's that? Everything that shall be handed over to them.
That should given over to them, i.e.
Gershon,
to the Bnei Gershon.
The sons of Gershon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what he means is, Rashi, why does Rashi add in the words Bnei Gershon? Because in the pasuk it says, what's it say? And their tying ropes, and all their utensils needed for their work. So that their, meaning the third person, how do you say, possessive participle, yeah, the Mishkan and Mizbeach. Okay, now, so Rashi's pointing out, Eis Kol Asher Yoseh Lohem is not referring to that anymore, but it's referring to the Bnei Gershon.
Okay.
So everything that was given over to them, i.e. the Bnei Gershon, Va'avadu, that they should do their work. Okay?
Okay.
That's what Rashi's pointing out. That here it doesn't refer to the utensils of the Mishkan, or the Mishkan and the Mizbeach and all the other parts of the Mishkan, right? But it refers to Kol Asher Yoseh Lohem, everything that was given over to them, i.e. the Bnei Gershon, Va'avadu, that they should be able to carry out their work. Okay, let's go on to Pasuk Chav Zayin.
Okay, Chav Zayin. So I read it already. So let's go to the Rashi.
Right.
Al pi Aharon uvanav, according to the word of Aaron and his sons. The
No, well, literally word means according to the orders, according to the instructions.
right.
Okay.
This will be done in 2
The
minutes.
Eza
Yes.
me habaim mimune alehem. And which of the sons is in charge of them? Biyad Tamar ben Aharon HaKohen. In the authority of Itamar, the son of Aharon the Kohen.
Right. Okay, means so that's what Rashi is explaining. In other words, in general, all the work of the Bnei Gershon was done according to the orders of Aaron and his sons. And the one particular son who was in charge of the orders and one of giving them instructions was Isamar, the son of Aaron HaKohen, as mentioned at the end of the next pasuk. That's what he says. So Isabadas Mishpos Bnei Gershon B'Amayit Umishma Tom Biyad Isamar B'Aaron HaKohen. Means their tasks, the one in charge of their tasks was he was in charge of them. Who was that? Isamar ben Aaron HaKohen. Okay, I think we almost time is up. We'll have to stop here. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. Have a great day, Kultu.
Have a good day now.
Have a great day.
Okay, take care, Yechiel.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Bye
day,
now.
Yechiel and Meir.
Okay, thank you.